Life transforming habits goes back about 2 decades. I was 50 years old and I was given the task of trying to help people improve upon their relationships. And what we learned over this period of time through much practice, research, and empirical outcomes of what was really helping people, we began to see that there were some basic areas that repeated themselves with all people. And that was unregulated anxiety, unregulated anger, the inability to identify and then regulate hopeless thinking, and the lack of clarity about one's life and one's purpose. So we've taken all of those and brought about and created skills to help people with this. We became aware of the need for people actually to become aware of what was creating anxiety, what creates anger, what creates hopeless thinking. And so after they became aware, we then were able to give them skill sets so that they could master their anxiety, they could master their anger, they could master hopeless thinking. Let me give, for example, anxiety. They go from becoming aware of the cause of anxiety to then being able to manage it, and ultimately to transform the stimulus or the awareness of anxiety into problem-solving calm, or we could say problem-solving serenity. So anxiety actually becomes a stimulus to empower their lives. And also in these 2 decades, we've discovered one other thing. You've heard about the power of positive thinking. And it is a good thing. It is good to know that your thinking can be very powerful for you if you think in positive ways. But the reality is there's also power in negative thinking, and to recognize the power and the purpose of negative thinking so you can see both the usefulness of projecting positively, but to think the power that there resides in recognizing negativities and problems, and then channeling all these together, both positive and negative thinking, into one energy source, so to speak, or helpful tool to get you to move forward towards your goals, towards your values and visions, without being set off on a path of just purely positive thinking or a path of negative thinking and holding yourself back. So that's why, if you put all these together, we have what you would call life-transforming habits, because indeed they do transform people's lives. And that's where our name came from. Over these decades, we eventually decided to call it life-transforming habits. We put vision and values in the workbook because it really is important for everyone to know their purpose in life and to be clear about it, to know what your core values are, to be very clear about those, and any dreams that you have, so that you can put together your own life vision that also incorporates all your own core values, that helps you realize your dreams. If you don't clarify these elements in your life, it's like trying to steer a ship without a rudder, or drive the car without a steering wheel. You really are in danger of going all over the place and losing the ability even to harness the other skills that you've learned and to bring them together in a powerful way. So it really is fundamental that we stop in our program and we take time for people to go deeper into their own vision, their own values, to clarify their purpose in life. This really gives them power. This gives them the ability to be protagonists in life, in society, in their families, to bring about the good that they envision and that they want, and to harness all these other skills into one. That's why we put vision and values into the workbook. It is fundamental. Well, what we see is once you've put all these things together, it's important first to be able to write a little paragraph about your life vision and core values all put together, then just to write one sentence, and then to come up with a motto that you can hold true for yourself that kind of summarizes all of these things. Just to be kind of neutral, we can use one of the license plates in the United States is to live free or die. So yours might be to build a better community or die trying. So it could be build community. It can be whatever synthesizes everything. And we need these things to help us stay on track, because we're not always going to have time to go back and look at everything. So it's just taking that moment with that motto when it comes to mind. It reminds us of all those things and keeps us focused, allows us to bring all our skills together. And it's one of the pieces of life transforming habits. Have a good motto that summarizes who you are and what you want to do in life. So what's your motto?